Good afternoon. I'm Cadet Poole, and I'll be the PL for Charlie Company 1st Platoon for Operation Hercules Fate. I highly recommend taking notes for this brief and hold all questions to the end of the briefing. Our area of interest is Rockbridge County. Our area of operation is AO Pacific, but more specifically, Maury Heights in NAI Iron, located at 17 Sierra Papa Bravo 3734 8424. In our AO, we have three routes: Route Panther, Route Chiefs, and Route Seahawks, all paralleling NAI Iron. Our obstacles for this operation will be MSR Nelson, MSR 11, and the Maury River, located to our north. There's a 6 mile per hour wind and gusts up to 15 miles per hour with a 75% chance of rain. This will cause it to be cloudy and overcast. There is also a fog on the south sides of these hills, which will reduce our visibility to 75 to 100 meters. Our night visibility will be at 30%. LPA forces have been operating at AO Pacific, specifically NAI Iron, and have estimated to be in squad size elements with a platoon size element as a QRF located north of the Maury River. The enemy forces have been in contact with coalition forces for the past 24 to 48 hours. They are dismounted, wearing jungle fatigues, and are armed with small arms such as AK-47s, RPKs, with multiple RPGs. Our main concern is that the enemy forces can and will mass together for an offensive attack. They are comprised of platoon-sized elements with a squad of HQ and 3 squads of 7 to 8 men, and a reserve unit that has been spotted north of the Maury River, as stated before. Rover squads have been seen on all routes and at VMI and are suspected to be at all NIAs. Our most likely course of action: squads will engage with enemy with small arms fire, break contact, and return to the HQ. Our most dangerous course of action is squads don't break contact and use modern infantry tactics and explosives to defeat the enemy, hold Maury Heights, and mass for an offensive attack. Our friendly forces are Charlie Company, 2nd Platoon, and 3rd Platoon, located to our south at NAI Steel and to our west at NAI Copper. 2 levels up, we have 1st Brigade Command. 1 level up is the Blue Ridge Battalion in AO Marshall, with our adjacent units, Bravo Company to our west, Delta Company to our south, and Alpha Company, which is used for reserves, to our east. Our mission: no later than 16:30 on the 4th of December, 1st Platoon will conduct an area recon within NAI Iron to determine the strength, disposition, and location of LPA forces south of the Maury River. I say again, no later than 16:30 on the 4th of December, 1st Platoon will conduct an area recon within NAI Iron to determine the strength, disposition, and location of LPA forces south of the Maury River. Commander's intent is to determine the strength, disposition, and composition of LPA forces on the south side of the Maury River and provide intel for future offensive operations. Our end state is disposition, strength, and location of LPA forces are identified in AO Marshall, and the Blue Ridge Battalion is in 100% control of all the areas surrounding AO Pacific. The concept of operation is to gather intelligence through a platoon level reconnaissance in order to set the stage for a future offensive operation. Phase 1 is planning and prep. Phase 1 will start with the delivery and receipt of the order. The end state will be platoon crosses the LD, completes TLPs, and rehearsals. Phase 2 will be movement, which will start once the platoon crosses the LD away from COAA. End state is once we are active and NIA undetected, leader's recon is complete. Phase 3 will be execution, which will start when the leader's recon is complete and will end when the RNS teams return to the RP. Phase 4 will be reorganization, which will start when the RNS teams return to the RP, and the end state for the reorganization will be once the patrol base has been established. The scheme of maneuver. Phase 1 will start with the receipt of the order. Each soldier will then be issued 30 rounds. Each SAW will be issued 400 rounds, and each 7.62 will be issued 100 rounds. 30 minutes following the receipt of the order will be a confirmation brief to the CO and key leader rehearsals. 45 minutes after the receipt of the order, company communication exercise and platoon and squad level rehearsals in COAA. We will be rehearsing break contact and react to contact. The CCP and HLZ Swan are located 50 meters north of COAA in 17 Sierra, Papa Bravo, 3733 8406. Phase 2 of the scheme and maneuver will start when we cross the LD. We'll then move to NA Iron, Papa Bravo 3724 8414 in traveling overwatch. We'll conduct the leader's recon to pinpoint our reconnaissance area and major key terrain features. The leader's recon moves towards objective, and the PL will set S&O teams at a point with eyes on the objective. Establish the ORP and release point and return to the ORP to get the RNS teams. Phase 3 will start when the leader's recon is complete. Critical during Phase 3 will be the movements through NAI Iron stay undetected. First squad assigns 2 RNS teams, S&O team, and 2 security teams. Teams will move with the PL and RTO to the RP in a wedge formation. These teams will conduct clover recon on K1 in Maury Heights. RNS 1 will clover to the east in line formation, and RNS 2 will clover to the south in line formation. They will break contact if engaged and return to the patrol base. If a casualty is taken, a small detachment will be used to return the casualty to the COAA and casualty collection point. RNS teams will produce sketches of what is observed and reported, and will produce written reports of what is observed. The RNS teams will not return until sufficient data has been collected. Phase 4 starts when the RNS teams return, and Phase 4 ends when we deliver the sketches and reports to COAA. Assignments and tasks by phase. Squad 1 during Phase 1 will rehearse react to contact and break contact and apply camo paint. During Phase 2, they will conduct the movement across the LD to the ORP and form up inside the Crescent ORP with the PL. During Phase 3, they will form S&O teams. They move to S&O point to keep eyes on objective during the leader's recon. They will form security teams, 2 on each team, 1 pointed 500 meters east of the objective of Route Seahawk and 1 pointed 250 meters west of the objective off Route Seahawk. They'll also form 2 RNS teams with 3 people on each team. One team will clover the south of the objective, and another team will clover the east of the objective. They will observe the PIRs in order to create reports. Squads 2, 3, and 4 during Phase 1 will rehearse, react to contact, and apply face paint. During Phase 2, they will conduct the movement across the LD to the ORP and post security in their respective locations. Phase 3, they will secure the ORP with 360-degree security. In Phase 4, it'll be the movement from the ORP to the patrol base and occupy the respective locations of the patrol base, with 4th squad occupying the apexes. PIRs. What is the size of the element? What is their disposition? Is there any seen massing of forces? What weapon systems are being utilized by the enemies, and how are the elements operating? Reports that are required to the CO will be once we cross the LD, we'll radio to the COAA if engaged by the enemy. Salute reports, POW reports, and status of ammo and casualties will be as needed to the PL. We'll radio the COAA once the patrol base is established. The timeline is as followed. 1300 will be the end of the CO Opord brief. 1330, the PL will give confirmation brief to the CO. 1400, the company communication exercise begins and platoon rehearsals will begin. 1415, the key leaders rehearsal. 1530, stepping off from COAA. At 1550, we'll occupy the ORP and begin the leaders recon to set S&O teams. 1615, the leader's recon is complete and security squads split into teams by the first squad leader and ready to step. 1800, the recon will be complete and teams will meet at the RP to move back to the ORP. 1815, the platoon begins movement to the patrol base. No later than 1840, the patrol base will be established and security being pulled. Sustainment. Weapons maintenance will be completed before stepping off from COAA. Supply per soldier, 1 MRE and 2 quarts of water. Ammo issue was addressed earlier. Medevac. No ambulance exchange posts determined. Safe in NAI iron. PO will call up 9 line if necessary. The platoon CCP is located 4 meters south of the intersection between Route Chief and Route Seahawk. Command and signal. The PL moves with first squad. The PSG will move with second squad, and the Weasel will move with third squad. Succession of command is as followed. PL, then PSG, then the weapons squad leader, then first squad leader, second squad leader, third squad leader, first squad Alpha team leader, first squad Bravo team leader. Call sign for the PL is Cold Steel 1-6. For the PSG is Cold Steel 1-7. First squad leader, Cold Steel 1-1. Second squad leader, Cold Steel 1-2. Third squad leader, Cold Steel 1-3. And weapon squad leader, Cold Steel 1-4. The number combination is 7. The challenge and passcode is Fire, Baton, and the running password is Thunder. This concludes the Opord. Any questions? Stay Hua.